Welcome back to another episode of the Cape Copcast, Chiefs Chat Edition. I'm one of your hosts, Lisa Greenberg.
And I'm Officer Mercedes Simons. Together we make up the Public Affairs Office. We have Chief in the house.
Good to be here.
Good
Looks
to be
different.
back. We're changing it up. We got a new setup.
You said it was coming.
Yeah, we're excited.
I love it.
Definitely much more, I think it's more comfortable,
Yeah.
but also more refined.
It's good. Well, it's funny because it's a podcast, so those who are listening don't even know what we're talking about. We got a new table. We got stands on the table instead of the little arms. But I feel like most of the people that listen to the podcast watch the podcast on YouTube. Too. I think that's where we get a lot of our basis from. So those people are really the ones that are appreciating that right now.
You did a great job. This is really cool. The other setup, we just kind of dove into a podcast and it ended up being like a lounge. And now we look like, if you Googled podcast and it hit images, it looks like this.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I think there's going to be some fine tuning as we continue to move forward. So you might notice some decor or things like that as we advance. But for now, I think it's perfect. Yeah. I love it. It's definitely more comfortable. How's the seat?
Good.
Yeah, we're sitting on stools. It's nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Definitely gives the good feel. We've had a really busy week. Yes. We were actually just talking that one of the days this week, we were so busy that we were like, did we remember to post on Facebook today? We know it's our goal to post on social media every day. And we had to go back and look and make sure we did because we've just been so slammed. It's First Responders Wellness Week.
Yeah. Yep.
So a lot of the stuff that we've been handling, it's internal, had to do with that. I know you've been busy with that as well. There's just so much going on.
Yeah. On Wednesday, Lisa led a workout for people, and it was awesome. So can I say that you're a trainer?
Yeah.
Okay. So Lisa is a trainer at Bird Boot Camp on the side, and she does a great job. I actually started going because Jillian dragged me as well, but it's great. And so you led kind of a similar workout at the police department, which I think is great because it's another aspect of wellness. We not only focus on mental wellness, we also focus on our physical wellness, which especially for cops is incredibly important. So thanks.
Oh, thanks. You're so sweet. It was a good time.
You did the boot camp. There was some Brazilian jiu-jitsu at the training center for our guys. We have financial people coming in for financial literacy. That's another part of wellness. If you're worried about bills or managing money, we hire some younger people, and it may be their first exposure to real career money, and they don't know how to finance it or how to plan for tomorrow. So we provide that education if they need it. Obviously, there's avenues for mental wellness that we do, and we destigmatize it. We talked about the NAMI walk, about getting it out of the shadows, and that's what we do in law enforcement too. I put out a message to the entire department that 30 years ago when I started, wellness wasn't a thing. And it wasn't an intentional not a thing. It just was so not a thing. You just did the job.
Right.
Yeah.
It's tough. Dust yourself off, go to the next one. We still do that, but we recognize that can be damaging, or you may need to talk about it. You may need to debrief. So we have fully trained, real deal peer support. We have, like I mentioned, the financial literacy component. We have the physical wellness component. We have nutritionists come in and teach you how to not have 7 energy drinks in a night and think that that's going to be healthy.
Recommend that you should.
There are alternatives. So we talk about how to take care of your body. And what does that mean to the listener, to the public? If you have a well cop, somebody who participates in wellness, or you interact with a professional staff member at the records window, or an administrative professional in our investigative division, or anybody in this building, and they are actively participating in wellness, you are going to get a better product. You're going to get somebody who's a better listener, a better performer, and that's what you want. So it's us doing maintenance on the machines for the factory, right?
Right.
It's a very clinical way of doing it, but we're able to better respond to you when we are taking care of ourselves and we are better. And it's my responsibility ultimately, or accountability, to make sure that the people that I onboard, we just brought on, I believe, 12 people yesterday, and I speak to the family and I thank the family for loaning their loved one to me. And I have them for about anywhere from 20 to 30 years, and it's my duty and responsibility to care and maintain them while they're here, actually care, and then turn them back over to their family at the end of their shift and at the end of their career, not a smoldering wreckage.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what we unintentionally used to do. And we intentionally now do not do that, to make sure that when you go home on the repetitive day after day or night after night, and cumulatively early, at the end of your career, we turn you back over healthy so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Yeah. And I think that's one of those things we've started looking at too, is it's not just officer wellness, but it's overall family wellness and trying to get the family more involved. Like we had family day recently, and getting just the families different reading materials and things like that on what exactly their loved one is going through, so that they can better relate to them, understand a little bit better. Because it's a different, law enforcement is a different world. So I think integrating family is 100%. A great place to start.
And we actually formalize that when new people come in, it's part of our, what we call a pre-deployment. So if we hire you, like you were an officer in another state, you came in, you had an abbreviated training to get equivalency of training for Florida. If you were brand new and we put you through the academy, you graduate the academy, but both pathways, experienced people and brand new people, meet up at the front door, so to speak, and we do our own internal academy, if you will, our onboarding, and it's called a pre-deployment. We go through everything from HR functions to how to log on to the computer to how to successfully clear a building in a high-stress situation before you even get sworn in to begin your field training. Well, part of that pre-deployment program now is an introduction to the family to get them involved early. Because if the family's on board and you know that you're supported at home, you're better able to thrive at work. And at the end, it's delivering a better product to the people. So Wellness Week is awesome. I am extremely proud of what everybody has done. This isn't a me thing. All I did was support it. But you particularly were very big in it, and a lot of people at the police department that these are ground up ideas. We should do this. I would like to see this. I've been to a class. Other places are doing that. Or this isn't even related to police work, but it would be good for the individual, be good for the culture. If it's legal, ethical, moral, and it's not going to bankrupt us, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
And we're doing that, and we're formalizing it and making it part of the real, it's not a wellness event. It's not a wellness program. It is an overall culture that's woven into the DNA of this building, and I'm extremely proud of it.
One other thing I wanted to mention about it too is the peer support team that's been developed recently. We've had them walking around the building throughout the week in their green peer support team t-shirts, there to let people know, hey, if you need to talk about anything, just a reminder, we're here. This is a new thing, educating people on what they do. And these are people, this is a group of people who volunteered to be a part of this team to support their coworkers. So we have some that are officers. We have some that are civilians, for lack of a better word, dispatch,
administrative people,
victim advocates. I mean, they're always there for us. They're always a shoulder to cry on or a hug when you need it.
Yeah,
honestly. OG peer support.
They are.
And our chaplains.
Yep, chaplains.
Don't forget about
absolutely.
our chaplains. They've been embedded in our organization since, I think, 1994. So that's a big part. And we have multi-denominational, any type of faith. And here's the other thing about wellness programs, and this is for you at home. The fact that you know it's there sometimes is enough. If you are struggling or going through something, obviously we want you to get all the resources that you want. If you go through a traumatic event and you don't feel it, you're not messed up. You're not broken. You're not wrong. You're not a monster. You may not need it. You may not need all of the full suite of things that we offer. You may need one thing. You may not need any of it, but one day you might.
Yep.
Just the fact that if you do need it, can make you feel a little bit more comfortable.
Definitely.
So that's a way to prove a negative, right?
Absolutely. Worst case scenario, someone's here and you hope you never need it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And a quick shout out to Vatri. Later today, she's teaching yoga. I'm very excited. I brought my yoga mat and everything.
That'll be awesome.
Vatri from NAMI is coming. We're going to do a yoga workout related to officers wear heavy belts around their hips usually. So I think she's going to help us to reduce some hip tightness, some lower back issues, and she's
Open up the hips. They call
so
that.
great.
Yes, work on breath work,
Yes,
get everyone
breathing
nice and
exercises.
relaxed. I know she mentioned that, so that's exciting.
There's real science behind it. Just a little background on Vatchery. Vatchery Howard is the executive director of NAMI, and we have developed a relationship with her both on the awareness and fundraising and participatory. I'm waking up. Participatory side of NAMI.
It's an SAT word.
But she is also the main driver and organizer on the business side that we affiliate with NAMI, and that is CIT, or Crisis Intervention Training. So we have a long-standing partnership with Vatchery. She's also a yogi, I guess.
Yeah.
And she has offered to come in and teach and help. So
That'll be awesome.
that's really cool.
Have you ever done yoga?
I have not, but I would like to.
Yeah.
Did you bring your mat?
I'd probably just have to do it on the floor. But I do stretching.
Yeah.
It's kind of, piecemeal. I could really use some education on it.
I really hope people show up for that today.
Yeah,
That'll
I
be a
think
good
they
one.
will.
That'll
It's
be awesome.
It's low intensity. It's not intimidating, and I think we all need just a little bit of relaxation, especially since we had a busy week. We made a lot.
Oh my gosh.
Of good arrests. We had a robbery this week, a very good robbery arrest. Our violent crimes detectives, they work incredibly hard, long hours. So
What do you know about that?
I know that I was asleep already when my husband came home.
There you
I remember
go.
that life. No, tremendous work. And something else I wanted to highlight, now, you got good carbon-based people doing police work, but we also had a good blend of technology that we were talking about deploying, and we have deployed it. We've been refining it, and now it's starting to hit. And we also talk about partnerships that we have with our regional partners. We gave Lee County Sheriff's Office and FHP, Florida Highway Patrol, some love a couple weeks ago. Well, this week there was a stolen car that was used by 3 individuals to do a break-in at, I believe, a vape shop outside of the city of Cape Coral.
Yep.
And we've talked about it before. Criminals know no boundaries. So they did a crime, stole the car here, went to Fort Myers, did a burglary of a vape shop. They were getting caught in the act, and a pursuit was initiated with Florida Highway Patrol and Lee County Sheriff's Office, or a following. I don't want to get anybody in policy trouble, and it came into Cape Coral because, like I said, they don't care about boundaries.
No.
Well, neither do we. So they called and said, we're coming over, we're chasing these guys, and we helped, right? We helped with perimeter. We had aviation support up, and immediately we deployed our drones. So this vehicle crashed. 3 occupants fled. The first occupant that was captured was by Lee County, who was in the pursuit. Their canine was in the pursuit. The canine tracked. So that's an old school asset that was used.
Yep.
And then the second was located by one of our drones. So we're talking no jet fuel, no aviation fuel, no danger, no expensive insurance for that asset. Went up, found it, and then the canine was able to apprehend them.
Saw the video. It's pretty cool.
I think the canine got 2 bites that night.
Yeah. And then the third thought he got away. And then the other component of police work, which is our mission statement, is partnering with the community to ensure the highest level of safety for all. Our partnership with the community came with a tip that said, I think there's a guy you're looking for in this area. We saturated that area, and lo and behold, here he was on an e-bike, probably not following our tips of safe riding, and we captured him. So all 3 caught on a combination of all different facets of police work, from interagency coordination, good, talented, passionate individuals and animals, and technology, and then partnering with the community to get a tip, and all the bad guys wrapped up. And that's just 1 hour of one day of a very busy week. We onboarded, like we mentioned before, another over
11?
a handful, 2 handfuls.
I think 11 and three promotions through communications.
Yep, our communications and dispatch had promotions due to people retiring and shuffling up and preparing themselves to be in a position to get moved up. So that's exciting for them.
Super exciting.
Our onboarded new officers are a combination of people from other jurisdictions coming here because the recruitment is strong, the draw is strong, the culture of wellness, like we talked about, valuing our people, the partnership we have with the community. That it's a magnet here, and people want to be brave, be best, and be Cape. And we've got existing people, we've got new people that want to get into policing, and it's a lot of juice for the building. A little bit of remodeling here that spruces it up. This is just one of a few things, and that's an intentional act that we do here, right? It's not just about sprucing up and cleaning, and it's about an attitude. And I want everybody, you may not care that the carpets got cleaned in here, but it's just an overall spirit that we care. We are maintaining the taxpayer's investment, but also if you come to work, you're just walking on the carpet. But if it looked dirty and shabby and you didn't care, that's an attitude that can spread.
Right.
And in leadership training, there's another thing I had to do today. The city does a really cool thing. And the city their HR department puts on a leadership class for all leaders throughout the city, all departments, emerging, soon-to-be supervisors, new supervisors, and they harness some talent within the organization to teach. And I was fortunate enough to be asked to teach about frontline leadership. And one of the things that I talk about is culture. And you have an overall organizational culture. There is in the city, there is in our building, but there is in your sphere of influence. So if we were a small group, we had 3 other people, so there's 5 of you and I'm the supervisor. The culture that you have every day is driven by me. It's not driven by the city manager or the mayor or even the chief of police. It's driven by your frontline supervisor. And the culture, what you tolerate is the standard that you set. And we don't tolerate letting the building go into disrepair or dirty or not modernizing. It's an attitude that sparks the culture of the individual workers. And when each individual worker is engaged and bought in, from wellness programs to this place gives a damn about where I work and they care about me, it elevates the end product, which all relates back to the people that you're getting good service, because we are 360 view of investing into this building.
Right. I think we've done a good job of making it a home. It's an attitude, it's a community, it's a home. I think some of us at least spend more time, at least during our wake hours, far more time at work than we do at home. So we might as well as make it nice, stay up on things and take care of our people, which I think everybody's really appreciated this week, of just pointing a little bit more attention to the things and what we need to take care of within ourselves and take care of the people around us too.
Right. And I also want to mention in the season of events, we had a really great recurring event that we do. And last night we did the candlelight vigil that our victim advocates put on. Now I think we had teased it last week or the week before, but that's a wonderful event where it's packed with families that have been impacted in really tough circumstances. Anything from overdose to homicide to untimely death. And our victim advocates help navigate them through that process, because death in any circumstances is difficult, to say the least. But when it's untimely and a surprise, and you said goodbye in the morning, and then by the afternoon, I have to pick a funeral home, I don't know what to do. Our victim advocates can guide you through that. Or if you're the victim of a violent crime, it just ratchets it up even more. I don't know what to do. You can be paralyzed. And what our victim advocates do is take your hand and guide you through that continuum that you didn't really want to be on, and they can help you get through it. So anybody that's been through that process has a unique kinship, and we get together and we celebrate the loved ones, and it's part of the healing process. So they do a wonderful job with it, and this is no exception.
Yeah, they're incredible people, and having something like that kind of outlet for our community is really special. And I got to go last year and it was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. So I mean, it's just another thing that we do to promote that culture of wellness, and not just here in the department, but within the whole community.
With the community. Yep.
Definitely. All right, Chief, anything else?
That's a lot.
I know.
I love what you did, man. This is
You
cool.
like it?
Yeah.
You feeling good? All right, good. I'm glad you're comfortable and you like it. I like it too. I think it's cool.
Yeah. All right.
Awesome.
Well, without further ado, thank you for joining us on the Cape Copcast.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Cape Copcast, where we dive into the heart of the Cape Coral Police Department safety initiatives, community relations, and the insightful stories of different officers that make up our department.
Please like and share our podcast. If you have feedback, you can email capepdpao@capecoral.gov. And remember to follow us on social media. Our handle is @CapePD on all major platforms. Stay safe, stay Cape.